Dude, I just about got trolled today. I was going.
I want to.
We stopped by.
I'm going to double tap pot. This is
Okay.
pot.
Okay. We were like at the mall, and I'd just been on data, and we decided we'd stop by the mall. We'd catch this raid Pokemon thing, like the kids play at this little indoor playground, and there's like a little candy shop they like to go to. And they've got like 100 different kinds of candy, and you just like can scoop some of it out and put it in a bag. And it's pretty expensive, but they just like being able to mix and match all kinds of stuff. And then we went out to the barcade. Okay, honey, can you sit down?
That mommy's friend.
But anyways, I didn't realize, because I had been on data, it switched over to like some local wireless or like Wi-Fi network that was trash, like right when I was trying to log into the raid. And it was just fucked up, and I couldn't figure it out for like 40 seconds, so I couldn't log in, and then I realized it. I was like, damn it. But then another one spawned like 30 minutes later when we were at the playground, so I got to catch it anyways, but I was annoyed. And the Wi-Fi was from like a place in the mall like US Cellular or something, and I'm like, man, that is not a good endorsement. when it's like a cell carrier or something, and like their Wi-Fi is trash. Oh, hi. I know it's like slightly different things, but it's like it doesn't look good. Uh-oh, angry dog's trying to bust out the Azir. Hey, what's up, chat? Chatters?
I believe.
Nice. If anyone even comes out anymore, we'll see. I've been so inconsistent the last few weeks, but it's been kind of a crazy schedule. Taunting them IRL. Let me see. Oh, I mean, that was mild. Alright, I'm gonna try Braum again.
Yeah.
The heart is the strongest muscle.
Could also do like Nautilus, Leona, stuff like that, but Braum feels like he's almost always a little overrated. Again, not sure about a blind pick. I mean, Nautilus and Leona can also be sort of tricky blind picks, but Braum, the issue is if they just have like a really killer backline, like you can have a hard time getting to that. So if they have like Jinx, whatever, Janna or Lulu, I mean, you can block their projectiles with your shield, but he really likes front to back. Just 5v5. So wait, what was that thing you sent me in a text? Was that about like a Star Trek card or something that's coming out?
Set, dude. That's like a universal set, like of like whatever Star Trek consists of, like all the characters and whatever.
Nice. Well, that might be enough to get Sandra into Magic. That's what we need.
That's the ticket right there, dude.
I did play
And-
that
and-
one. Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, ring
On you cut out a little bit there.
coming out for the ring.
Oh, Lord of the Rings again? What, you cut out a little bit. Did you say they're doing another Lord of the Rings set?
Yeah, they're doing the Hobbit.
Okay. Am I still supposed to do Unsealed? We'll try it out. We'll see how bad it feels now. Braum doesn't benefit as much from Ulti Hunter as Rakan does, so... Oh, they're doing Morgana again? Might be the same people. Oh, it's a Hobbit set?
Yeah, it is a Hobbit set, yeah.
Okay.
So I'm thinking like from the movies, you'll have like, you know, Smog and
Okay.
kinda,
Hmm. Oh, it's Mel. Yeah, Braum can kind of struggle. I mean, against a lot of range stuff, I guess he's a little more problematic. Double poke. Of course, Samira doesn't poke too much, so that's good.
they've had the Modern Pro Tour on this weekend.
Oh, shit. I didn't know. I might have to
Yeah.
watch that.
They have the top 8 tomorrow, I think at 10 a.m.
Okay. Is that
I've caught a little
red-white
bit-
deck
little
still
bit.
going hard?
Honestly, dude, no.
Okay.
I was thinking the same thing, but it's like Esper, Goryo, and
Good times, good friends.
Um,
What could be better?
what's the other one?
The
I'll have
Blink
to look
deck?
after this. No, the Blink deck's not even in it either. There's something
Okay.
else.
Is it the, it's not Belcher, is it?
Oh, yep, it is.
Mother
Okay.
always said,
Yeah.
don't look.
That deck is so degenerate.
30 seconds until minions
But
spawn.
I think it got 1 or 2 new cards in the last like year that have made it a lot better.
No, yeah, that deck was
If you have problems,
Roman sent
you
me some
come to
crazy
me
thing of like
first.
some Belcher player like Belchering himself. It was crazy.
I haven't actually seen it in action. I've just seen like the deck list. But
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, it seems pretty degenerate. There's some kind of like combo-ish thing you can do with the Lotus, where it's
Even
like
the heaviest door can be
cast
opened.
it from your graveyard or something. I don't know. Like it generates a lot of mana. You like pick up your land, so it gives you an extra 1 or 2 mana. When you have this with like this blue wizard thing that lets you
There's
pick
no
up
leash
stuff
in
and cast
2025,
things.
right?
No, I don't think we need a leash. Yeah.
You can always trust the bro.
They've made it so easy on him now, and it's just not worth losing lane over it. Okay, who got the kill? Alright, well. At least Samira didn't get it. She got an assist. She got a control ward.
Just
My grenade got her. Sweet.
life is good, no?
I'm sure you're supposed to match shield or jump. I feel like the jump. I don't know. I think most people match shield, but jump would give you more mobility.
I hate this champion.
Yeah, she's very annoying. Early on,
Not, I mean, yeah, early on it's just annoying.
spams so much shit.
I've played against it as a secret. It's annoying too.
Yeah. Okay.
Just,
I wonder what's around next corner.
An ally has been slain.
Oh, Alistar's not really like a tryout. Alistar's actually pretty decent against Pope. He's got so much heal. He's pretty popular right now.
Let us go. No time for working.
You kind of wish I had font, because every time I hit a Q, it would be a heal. God.
The darker the night,
might hit the back.
brighter the stars.
So I can stick one more wave.
Yeah, that's... Don't have that heal like I get with Rakan.
Not so bad.
If I had font, though.
Move
So I don't know. We'll see about Unsealed, but maybe Guardian's just better. Just to come down. I mean, I guess it's an okay bait.
Well, that is what I want to see. On the job.
Ally has been slain.
Oh my god.
You thought you always said, don't lose.
That's a tilter.
Yeah, it was close. Kane's just fucking chasing the support instead of killing the Samira.
I know, I saw that. I
You
was like,
have
really?
problem. You
Like,
got
brother,
to
are you
leave.
kidding me? If you would have lived and we would have just gotten a kill on him.
I know.
But, I mean, this is, like, silver, bronze, or something, to be fair.
Even heaviest door can be opened.
Um, oh, sorry, I was trying to send that. Someone's like, why are you not playing Recon?
Sometimes icy heart just needs one smile.
Trying out something else, man. We're just playing old Braum. I don't know where what's her name went.
Life is
Actually, me getting promoted back in was the real, the real kicker. I just needed to lose more.
You are safe with Bro.
Yeah, I'll have to watch that. The modern pro player. Those are always pretty fun.
I wonder what's around next corner.
Killing spree.
Small cat still wilding out.
Shield is here for you. No time for barking.
No way. Dude, she really not taking another shot?
The darker the night, the brighter the
Burnout.
star.
Oh my god, she still had her shit? Yeah, that's crazy. Man, my heal just came back up too.
Enemy rampage.
Braum, I don't know. I know people like Braum. Everything that's not Recon just feels bad. Recon's just so much better than everything. But it's like in these poke lanes, it just can't do anything against double range without a gank, and even with a gank, like now it was a lot of that was
Is on the job.
the dude's fault, the jungler's fault for not getting the right target. But oh, I've got free boots. That's right. Okay. But still, it's just kind of feels bad. Nail biter of a game, but Bama won versus who?
Georgia.
Oh, okay.
His identity. Mother always said,
I heard it was crazy.
Two.
The same thing with Penn State and Oregon. That was a good one too.
Yeah, I don't know who Tennessee was playing. They were cheering at the mall for it, so I guess it was close, or people
If
just
you
were
have
cheering.
problem, you come to me first.
Chunk plays some Georgia to make it closer. It should
Even
have been.
heaviest door can be opened.
kind of strong right now. Careful. Hopefully they get a kill on this Scion up there. They need something.
Shut down.
Okay.
Sometimes icy heart just needs warm slime. Life is good, no?
Wrap around if the jungler's here. Yeah, they're trying to be cute. She's gonna reflect the fourth one, probably. No, she didn't need it.
I was waiting.
Okay. I've got ult, but... Okay, hey, he's coming up, maybe.
I want to look around next corner.
No way. Oh my god, how did he fuck that up? Oh, dude. And he died with ult! I can't believe it. How does he not kill her?
It's very important to
Good
take
lord.
time.
An enemy has been slain.
Let us go.
Tennessee won in overtime. Okay. Well, there's just no way. I mean, maybe his ult was down. It just... That's like twice that he just made really horrible decisions in these skirmishes. I mean, she did her shit to block my ult. Her little spin. But I don't know, maybe I could have waited on that a bit more. But it did force her to use it, so then she didn't have anything to block
The darker the night,
Jen or any of Kane's
brighter
stuff.
the stars.
No, we don't have enough, brother. It's bad. He's so weak right now. As soon as Samira showed up, dead play.
Your turret has been destroyed. Turret plating will fall soon. An ally has been slain.
Okay. At least Irelia is kind of getting fed, so that's good. Yeah, she's running. I don't know where jungler is
Heaviest door can be opened.
I'm worried we're getting baited here.
An ally has been slain.
Trust, bro.
The support's probably back.
Sometimes icy heart just needs warm slime.
has been slain.
She could be waiting in a bush.
An enemy is unstoppable.
You are safe with me.
Oh.
Slain.
No way.
Returning.
Yeah, she was, and the whole time she never took it back. Like, it's so bronze. She's at like no health.
I wonder what's around next.
Ulted into my shield.
My friend.
Okay, what?
Back I go.
Oh, the bracelets? Okay. Cool.
Enemy killing spree.
Who would say no to FF? I mean, I don't know, we could. We could still win, but
Enemy double kill.
I don't know. It's pretty bad. I mean, since they put up the FF vote, there's been like 6 more deaths. I mean, there's a lot of comeback mechanics in the game, but honey, no, you can't hover over my mouse hand like that. Okay, honey, if you're gonna be in here, you gotta lay down, okay? Don't stay up too late.
From here. The darker the night,
Okay, honey, lay down.
brighter the star.
You need what?
Die for it.
Okay, but you gotta lay down and relax. I mean, if we just get a couple of shutdowns, we can maybe...
Enemy double kill.
What Irelia was doing there.
Braum is on the job.
I don't know, like, Braum is a good counter pick into melees, but it's just, he's just suffers so hard in lane against double ranged.
Not so fast.
And, like, his CC is just so
Don't lose.
slow. No, honey, don't touch the cord, please. He doesn't have any wave clear. He is very good into like Leona, Nautilus, stuff like that, obviously.
If you have problem, you come to me first.
Try to kill the rage ball.
Yeah, but in a lot of pro play also, he's a little bit better because it's lane swapped anyways. So that's why you don't see a lot of kind of the... So you don't see these oppressive cheese-ass lanes can't get played a lot of times in pro. It's like double range because they're just going to get annihilated in lane swap, probably. Really? He gets beat up by the zombie? I don't know what I'm supposed to get. I guess just Knight's Vow. I feel like Redemption is just too bad right now on
You can always trust bro.
stuff that doesn't have, that can't at least benefit from the plus healing and shielding. Recon might still be able to get it, but I feel like actual engagements might be back on Knight's Vow.
Sometimes icy heart just needs.
I mean, if we just get shutdowns and get like Atacon or Baron or something, like, it's definitely possible. No. Man, they're really like flirting with, they're just trying to look cool, flexing on it. Honey, no, no, no,
Life is
don't.
good.
You gotta lay down there and relax.
It is godlike.
Yeah, it's. I mean, we're down a billion. That's
An
fine.
enemy is dominating.
There was a Lulu game. Yeah, that's just. That was horrible. I've never liked. It very, very rarely are enchanters and solo lanes a good idea. It's just bad. You just need carries in your solo lanes right now. It's like in that Yi degenerate, like Master Yi meta, Taric Yi or something. It's usually just when there's like carry junglers are insanely degenerate. Maybe, but.
I'll be right back. Give me 1 second.
Okay. Karma's like maybe hit or miss, like Karma top, but even still, it's just bad. Remember there was one of those games, it might have been that one, where, yeah, they had like Ziggs bottom, I think, and Lulu middle, and they're like, oh, why aren't they just killing Baron? It's like, because they don't have anything that can kill Baron. They have no carries. I mean, that's a big problem with Ziggs bottom. Unless you have like a really good auto attacker, like maybe a Xin Zhao jungler or something, your Baron taking ability just falls off a cliff if you don't have a real AD carry. And Otacon. Like, there are just so many objectives right now. Like, the Ziggs thing can work bottom if everything else is AD, I guess, but depending on the team comp. A lot of it depends on the jungler. Because you kind of need a mage right now middle, because mages are really good. You're not seeing a lot of melee stuff middle, except for, I guess, Yone is played sometimes middle. Occasionally Akali. Yone can do a lot of damage to Baron. Akali, not so much. But it's a lot of, like, you know, Orianna and that type of stuff middle. I think. What? Feet up? Oh no, not right here. Let's not do that right now. No, honey. I'm worried you're gonna get caught in that, and I can't have it like that when I'm playing. She's trying to put it in reclining mode. Yeah, and that's a big issue right now, is there's so many of these sort of cheese pressure bot lanes are so common. I think it's even more common than enchanters and tanks. Just everybody plays some kind of like Mel, Lux. I just feel like there's just always some kind of cheese. I consider it cheese. Just the double pressure all in. If we don't stomp lane, we're gonna lose. But a lot of people just like that. They like playing the carry support. Honey, no. Let's put it back. I know, honey. No, leave it. No, I can't have it up right now while I'm playing. I can do one, maybe two more. I have to get up, unfortunately, and do conferences in the morning. No, honey, stop, please. No, it messes it up. No, it messes it up. I can't do that. All right, I had it up for a little bit. But, honey, you need to go to sleep. You go to sleep in the cave. Or you don't have to go to sleep in there, but lay down there and relax. I feel like it's just maybe too closed off. I tried to bring this, like, tent thing in here. With Rory, I would just build her a fort, and then she'd just lay under the desk. Okay, there you go. Okay. Okay. What are my most common matchups? I kind of want to see now. Because I feel like, how many of these are going to be double ranged? Oh, let me see. What is this? So many League of Legends sites. I guess it's a little more diverse than it seems. Maybe those things are just so annoying that I remember them a lot. But it's Nami. It's the most common one, who's like an enchanter. Morgana, it's kind of a cheese counter pick. But then Alistar is actually really popular. Melio, Thresh, Leona, Braum. And then you got Lux. So there's actually not that many. Lux is my worst matchup almost always. Ezreal. Do Morg.
Hey man, I'm the ADC. Easy.
Oh, you're Ezreal. Okay, my bad. I was like, Ezreal. I was thinking about playing Karma Ezreal.
Hey, I don't care. I'm just trying this out.
Let's see. I don't want to do Alistar. Maybe I'll just do Alistar here. Alistar is very similar to Rakan in terms of like they go in, but Rakan can get back out. Rakan scales better, but Alistar could tank a lot more.
Take off the tape.
Can you do what?
Take off the tape.
No, let's do that on there. That's mostly Rory's. Hang on. What the? They got Lucian solo lane or something? I guess we'll just try Alistar. I mean, if I go in, I'm just going to get like perma slowed by Ashe, so there's absolutely no way I'm getting out. Honey. Wonder is phase rush Alistar a thing? I know it was for a little bit. Honey, watch out. Hey, don't bump this. If you knock this over, it's going to be really bad.
I'm impressed that she's still up.
I know. Honey, just please go down there and just relax. Massive slow resistance. I mean, I could go in and trade better with Phase Rush, but I don't know. I'd have to research it more. I guess we'll just do green spellbook. Okay, I guess we'll keep heal. I don't know. Maybe I'm supposed to go ignite Phase Rush. It does let you run in, or it does let you run them down for the stun with Phase Rush. Alright, I need to see Lolytics.
You ready for this tech, dude?
Oh yeah.
Stampede.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Aftershock. Okay, so people are back on the Aftershock. Spellbook's
30
just that
seconds
bad.
until minions spawn.
QWE. Okay. Nobody does Phase Rush. Very few people do Phase Rush, and it has a lower win rate. Guess people are just back on that. And then like Flash. Yeah, I forgot. People like Hex Flash. Cosmic Insight.
Minions have spawned.
I feel like Allie doesn't need Conquer or whatever Aftershock as much. Post 6 for sure, but did his armor get hit? I know other champs, yeah, a little bit, actually quite a bit, but not. He still has a lot compared to most other champs, but I think his starting armor used to be like 40. They're like 45. They knock off 5 armor. I think they did that on Braum, Leona, Alistar. Nautilus was always a bit lower.
Nothing can hold me back.
They didn't touch Rakan though. So all of those nerfs to the other engages are just buffs for Rakan.
I know the way. You must follow.
Trundle's invading. Be careful with that. Take it, take it.
I know, I was like, come on.
Come on, you know you want to. No, God bless, of course. What the hell? I didn't know I could get killed if I invaded at level 1.
I'm angry.
Bot lane, where are you? Had Thresh beat you here. Yeah, Diana is potentially coming down.
I know the way.
Just waiting on that crab, probably.
Nothing can hold me back.
After she gets that crab, I mean, Trundle's down here, but yeah, here she comes. Trundle's not going to be here in time. We're going to have to back up. Just thinking about it. Yeah, if we can push, we can contest for the crab.
Okay.
No. Oh, he got that warded? Really?
I think he might have just saw you.
Okay.
Stampede.
Yeah, I don't know where she went. I think she might have got crab.
You must follow.
Yeah, if we can push this in faster, you can go back and get tier.
Now I'm angry.
Yeah, I do need to go back and get that. That's a good point.
Yeah. Coming back in. Nice.
Double kill.
Dude, this chain is broken. What have I been doing all my life? Just kidding.
I know the way.
Right. That's real OP confirmed. Butter will love to hear that. Jin's trash.
Dude, I might be thinking Jin's trash compared to this now. And Jin will always be the OG. Here, and then I'm getting Trinity Force, is what it should.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting.
I'm pretty sure, chat, right? There's not, like, any other options, I don't think. Oh, are we just playing?
I'm more tending
That's what all the builds say, is
Now
tier
I'm
Trinity.
angry.
Yeah. I think that's how it is.
I'm more tending this
Okay. That's cool.
Could be wrong though, I don't know.
No, I think that's right. I mean, historically, that's what he's always got. Trivy, Mirror Mana.
Yeah, Mermana then, I don't know. Thing.
Me back.
Who knows after
Maybe
that?
like Dojin and
Yeah. I'm not sure after that. Hey, chat can let us know. That's probably okay. Some kind of armor pen item is probably good.
them.
I know the way.
I don't know what it is, the non-crit one.
Yeah, I can't remember what it's called either.
It used to do like a slow. I think they nerfed that or changed it though. I don't remember what it's called anymore.
Stampede.
Oh, Shojin or Rare Mana. Okay.
Shojin, yeah, that's a good one.
Shojin does make you a little tankier, but Rare Mana's so good once tier's complete.
Must follow.
Auto off. Fucked up that combo. Could have done that a little bit more. Is he? No. Diana's there. Okay.
Now I'm angry.
Where the hell did they go? Are they running?
Nothing can hold me back.
Annoying. He's got it warded. Okay, he's not going over there this time though.
Stampede.
I thought they lowered the mana cost, or Allie's mana regen is better. Because I thought combos cost a lot more than that, but they're actually not that much now.
Oh, you got it.
Close.
You must follow.
Champ sucks.
I gotta back up.
Alright, I'm in.
Oh my god, she's only got 35 CS. That's crazy. Is he asleep? Thresh hasn't tried to play the combo. That's true. That's really hard for a lot of people to react to that. Especially, again, this is probably like... I think it's silver.
It's
pretty fast. It's harder to knock out of that than it is out of Recon. I'm gonna come up.
An enemy has been slain.
Shit, they might just all be dead by the time I get there.
Stampede.
Enemy double kill.
Yeah. Alright, just hang on. I gotta cover mid. Alright, I'm coming down.
Nothing can hold me
I need to get
back.
boots soon. What did I get? Free boots? I did.
You have to finish your work.
That's right. Gotta finish my work. I'm coming in behind him. I don't know if I won't be able to get anything here. Yeah, I think I can get her. I get 10. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to get him. That's fine. I should just let it go. I was trying to, if I was really gangster, I would have headbutted her out of the lantern.
You
I just
must
couldn't
follow.
get the angle right fast enough.
I didn't even know you could do that.
Yeah. You can get CC'd out of taking a lantern. It's just a dash. I'm pretty sure, I'm like 99% sure you can. You can't take a lantern through like a Vagar cage or anything. Let me get some wards down here. Just be careful for a sec. She doesn't have arrow, but
Nothing can hold me back.
yeah, I don't know where she is. I'll respect it, I guess. Okay. Alright, watch out. Hey, no, don't put anything right there. My hand's gotta go there.
I know the way.
Who the hell cleared that? He cleared that? Was it a control ward? No. Just a sweep.
Now I'm angry.
Honey's got a control word. Okay, she's probably coming. Trundle's kind of close, but... Okay, here. Come over here with me. Okay, flash.
Enemy rampage.
Okay, Honey. Doing stuff right there.
Nothing can hold me back.
Shit.
An ally has been slain. Enemy has been slain. You have slain him. Double kill.
Oh my god, he's strong. I'm almost close enough to get him here. Shit.
Now which part is you?
I know the way.
I'm this guy in the blue suit.
Does it have stars?
Yeah.
Does what?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
That's funny.
Its hair is very long.
Turret plating will
shit's
fall.
so good, dude.
Nothing can hold
What should
me
you get?
back.
He should have took the lantern.
Oh yeah, that would have been funny.
I've had hair.
Am I supposed to get Solstice Slay? I think so. I mean, I don't really care about Celestial Opposition as much as Alistar. Just giving myself the speed and giving other people speed, I think, is better. But I don't know. Yeah, this round is probably dead.
Has been slain. Enemy double kill.
God, how fed is that guy? Is he on 3 items? It's like 1.5, and he's hitting so hard. Yeah, I guess after Ash Flash is where we're supposed to leave because we don't know where everyone else is.
You must follow.
Guess I can get redemption with Alistar.
Dad, you win.
Daddy wins, not yet.
So you're going to
Enemy rampage.
I hope so.
We'll
Nothing
find
can
out.
hold me back.
Watch and see.
Feel what is hidden.
I know the way.
Dad, you're really strong and
Hmm.
If I'm to fight back.
Yeah. He's trying to fight bad guys, huh?
Yeah, because the bad guys are staying back.
Alright, I'm gonna give you some wards. I'm gonna... Come up here.
Enemy killing spree.
Jesus. Okay, they got him though.
Shut down.
Do this? Or...
Nothing can hold me back.
Your turret has been destroyed. Your turret has been destroyed.
You must follow.
Can we kill this dude right here?
I'm angry.
Should have probably ulted faster. No. It's looking bad.
Shut down.
Okay. Can we collapse on these guys? Alright, I come down there. I thought, yeah, Yane's gonna come down too.
I know the way.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Honey, okay. That's cool. And I've got ult. We can dive this guy. Oh, maybe not. Yeah, that's very cool. Honey, we gotta lay down.
I know the way.
Way too late. There's someone coming on that TP. Oh shit, that's what we're doing? No, brother, like...
Ally has been slain.
Oh, we were out too, that was a good save, and then...
Nothing can hold you back.
Fuck, now they're gonna get Atacon.
I see the vile drink.
Yeah. Guess who's gotta give it to him?
Stampede.
I'm Trundle to int that.
Destroyed turret.
We had a good escape. Trundle, you wanna come down? And no, he's going middle.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
You must follow.
There. They might be in a bush down there. Probably not, but maybe. Why is it saying I'm on
Now
vision?
I'm angry.
Is it just bugged over my head? Okay, you got it. You got it. Oh. Okay. Close. Oh my god, really?
Ally has been slain.
I feel like that Lucian smurfing. Flashing my combo like that. That's not like a silver thing to do.
An ally has been slain.
Wouldn't be flashing if I was Recon. You could flash W, but just I could shield back with my R on, and I'd still get at least get the charm on him. I could just run at him with my R.
Your turret has been destroyed.
I think it is. Yeah, I have barrier. I don't think barrier would have saved me. Maybe. I don't remember if it was up or not.
I know the way.
Yeah, so we're in flex right now. Yeah, I think I'm dead even with barrier. But I have, or if you're asking why do I have barrier in general on Alistar, it's because I've got spellbook.
You must follow.
But yeah, we're doing flex because the difference between my rank and Jason's is too high right now. Jason kind of had a little bit of bad luck. And then I got re-promoted to Emerald. So he's in gold and I'm in emerald right now, so we can't duo in traditional duo queue. Okay, honey, okay, give me some space though, that's really cool. So I'm trying out some non-recon stuff. Every game just reminding me how good recon is. Yeah, it was Ashe Thresh bottom and we smoked him. Lucian just got fed as hell mid lane. Well, I guess. I mean, I am rusty, but I'll guarantee you if I was on recon in this game, we'd be annihilating people too. I mean, I am rusty on other champs in general, but also, yeah, I haven't played a ton. Probably only played 4 or 5 days in the last 2 weeks.
Now I'm angry.
Yeah, I haven't played these champs in a long time. That is true. But, I don't know. Some of it's just structural stuff. It's like, you know, with Braum last time, just getting dumped on because I don't have a healing lane. Like Jason getting poked out a lot because I don't have a healing lane when I was playing Braum. Just not really being able to interact with double range very well at all. Whereas, like, you know, that's not going to be a cakewalk lane with Recon, but I can at least sustain through it better. So this time I was like, Alistar, I'll sustain through. And we're like doing alright in lane. The Alistar definitely feels better than some of the other things. Oh my god, that Lucian fucking ultimate. Yeah, the Lucian's definitely like somebody's friend that is probably at least platinum playing with him. I mean, I don't feel like he's Challenger or something, but he's definitely way better. Yes, I do. I did have a job basically immediately once I got sort of laid off from my other place. I was able to find, but it's at a different college. I know you haven't watched here in a while, so it's not nearly as good of a situation as I had at my previous university. So I'm going to try to see if I can get back to that university and just like go to grad school there for a little bit. Hopefully for creative writing. I have been doing some stuff on a story, but not a lot. Yeah, but it's better than nothing. I mean, Rakon's heal, first of all, he gets a personal shield for like a pretty decent chunk every 30 seconds or so if you're hitting your spells. And then he also, the Q heals for like 50 or 60, even at low levels. And that, I mean, that adds up. 50 or 60 for you and your ally. Every time you hit a Q, it's on an 8-second cooldown. You know, if you hit one every 30 seconds, hit 1 out of 3, you know, you're looking at an extra at least 100 health a minute. Like, that's a lot to counteract poke.
Now I'm angry.
It's a lot better than it used to be. That was one of the big buffs that really took Rakan from, like, being pretty good to being, like, extremely good. I think that was, like, 2 or 3 years ago. They buffed his Q. They lowered the mana cost. It used to be, like, 60. Now it's, like, 40. And then they increased the heal by, like, 10 early. Holy shit, how do we not have any damage killed these things?
An ally has been slain. Your inhibitor has been destroyed. Ace.
Go to their rival? Well, we're not moving.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Well, they'd be giving me money. If I went to grad school, I mean, I'm not paying for grad school. You go to grad school in English,
Your turret has been destroyed.
I would be making about as much as a grad student as I did as a lecturer.
Your inhibitor has been destroyed.
I mean, obviously don't feel great about why they let me go. I mean,
Your inhibitor
part
has
of
been
it is
destroyed.
just like a lot of it's upper management. It's kind of out of their control. It's the university-wide was pressuring them to, like, cut a lot of people. So they weren't that excited about it, but, I mean, they're just the best show in town, like, by far. They paid double what I'm getting now, so I took, like, a 50% pay cut. Go to this place, and it's just, like, their curriculum, you know, their facilities, just everything about where they are. For the most part. And most of the people were very friendly and very cool.
Now I'm angry.
Again, a lot of it was just kind of a business type thing that was, you know, upper management, again, decision, and they just kind of had to do it. So, yeah, I mean, it is what it is. So, I'm not, like, that salty about it. Like, I get it, why they did what they did, you know. I wish they would have retained me, but they had a lot of good teachers. And honestly, I guess of the, like, 6 people that they did retain, they may have retained more. But at least 5 of them had been there longer than I had. So it's like, well... And they had good reviews. Like, I looked them up on Rate My Professor and stuff like that. And they all had good reviews. So they just have a really good... They have a lot of people that teach there, and they're just really good. So... And they've been there longer than I had. But we also can't move. So my wife has an extremely good job, and we don't really want to move. So there's really nowhere else in driving distance that would be like a similar alternative. Now, there is a smaller scale, like, community college around here. I guess I can do one more if you want.
Yeah, that's cool.
There is a smaller scale community college that I've heard pays more than I think. So it's still, like, half what the big university is, but I thought that they paid, like, a quarter. So if I picked up, like, 4 classes there and 2 classes at the place where I'm teaching now, maybe, you know, that would get to what I was going to be able to teach. Because the most I was going to be able to teach at the big one was 2 classes. Because they were 100% said they were doing that. They were cutting back. Again, it's a bunch of nonsense from, like, upper management. But if I go back to school and get this 2-year degree for creative writing, then I would be eligible to eventually maybe be able to teach 4 if I got a full-time gig there. And if you can get that, if you can get the full-time gig, then it's like pretty secure. Yeah, it's bad. Everything about it is bad, except for teaching the actual students, like being able to teach stuff that you want at a sort of high level. That's fun. Yeah, exactly. In most industries. I mean, your field's probably a bit different, but man, this current place where I'm teaching, though, is like, the students are great. It's some of the best classes that I've had. As far as like super friendly, you know, great students, but it's just like the curriculum they're trying to push. I think I've talked about it before. Has been challenging. I try to put it in sort of a neutral thing. Just think, I don't think any of them would ever watch the stream, but I try not to, you know, talk too much trash. But it's been a very different kind of thing, because they're doing this ungrading thing that I think I've mentioned before, which is, and it's inconsistent, where they don't want us to put grades on things because grades are oppressive or counterproductive or whatever. The place where I was teaching had some sections that were doing that. So this is like a popular thing in some humanities circles. But one of my big issues there is obviously grades are a major motivator of students, right? I mean, if you're taking 5 classes, which a lot of students are, 4 or 5 classes, and some of your classes are basically a participation grade and the other ones aren't, it's like, well, where are you going to put most of your effort in? It's like, obviously the ones with real grades, which, you know, your other classes, you know, your chemistries, your math classes and stuff like that, they're going to have real grades. Like, they're not going to have ungrading in there. And so that's going to get people to take English and stuff like that even less seriously than they already do. And so that's a problem as far as motivation. Now, yes, the top students will work hard just because they have pride in their work and they want to do well. And I think stuff like ungrading can work for grad students because they're already motivated to do really well. And usually the grades don't matter at a grad level. It's all about how you do on these either big standardized tests or what you get published, conferences you go to. There are other ways to professionalize and set yourself apart. But anyways, it's kind of... But I do like the idea of letting people, like, emphasizing the work, letting people have lots of revisions, getting them to do lots of, like, writing in class, and getting a lot of that stuff to count for a pretty hefty amount of the grade. And then the actual final draft of the written essay counts a lot less. I am kind of on board with that, just to encourage them to work harder and just, you know, be diligent. But the whole, like, just no grade. And the thing is, at this place, they're doing, like, they say no grades, but then the way they want us to, like, grade it is put 3, 2, 1. And 3 being, like, you're doing excellent work, 2 being it's, like, okay or good work, and 1 being it's, like, subpar work. So I'm like, okay, so a 3 is basically an A or a B, a 2 is a B or a C, and then a 3 is like a D or an F. And they're like, yeah. I'm like, why are we reinventing the wheel here? Why don't we just give them the letter grade? But then now that midterms are coming up, they're like, you have to give them a percentage grade out of 100. So you have to give them a letter grade now. So it's like, I'm not allowed to put grades on the actual essays, but I have to put a grade on the midterm, and they have to get a final grade in the class that's a traditional A through F grade. So it's like, guys, if it's a pass-fail class, basically, if it's a participation class, it feels like the final grade should be pass-fail. So, I don't know. That's one thing I'm struggling with, is, like, how to say that and how to do that around kids. I just got to get a recon game in here, I think. Yumi is not great. I really don't want to play Enchanters. I feel like I have to play Engage. I just really don't like sitting around watching, just feeling like a bystander that doesn't have any control. We're back on Guardian. I think we're back on Guardian. Wait, I'm a control freak, or like the curriculum or the department or something? I don't know. So like there's that, and then they're also pushing AI, like a lot of AI in the class. Like they're really wanting us to show them how to plug stuff into ChatGPT and how to use AI to help them with research and stuff. And it's like some of it can be good, like helping it. Oh, like not having control over a chance. That's true. Yeah. I mean, in that way, yeah. I just feel like I just have to play Engage because so many, like, other people either just don't play Engage or they don't know how, like, when to engage, especially at this elo. And I mean, Rakan, you kind of get the best of all worlds. Yeah, like, you can engage, you can peel, you can get scaling items, you can get, you know, almost anything. I mean, we'll probably still just get the Locket Redemption, but, you know, you could get... Yeah, it is the worst. I mean, we've had some activities. I think it's cool, you know, to do a little bit. Like, we did walk through and compare human writing to AI writing about the same topic, and the students kind of had fun, like, identifying and picking out which was the AI and what was wrong with it. I think something like 90+% of students were able to identify the AI. And that's cool, just to kind of scare them about ChatGPT, but also just to show them that, like, it sucks, and so they can do better as writers. There was another activity that was kind of interesting where there's just been a lot of logistical chaos at this new university, too, because the department head had to retire early for health things. I don't know exactly what, and so they had kind of a newer guy go in there who's awesome. He's my favorite person I've interacted with. He's the guy that kind of rehired me. But it's caused a trickle-down effect where now they have people that are running the composition program that haven't been used to doing that. Okay, honey, you gotta go lay down. It's really late. I'm only letting you stay in here with me because the deal was you're supposed to lay down.
First blood. An enemy has
Okay,
been
you want to
slain.
lay down behind me? Why don't you lay down behind me?
I'm gonna lay down.
So, like, the schedule is just really off, and they're just constantly revising things. But one thing,
Enemies have spawned.
there's like the AI master there, the woman who's like really into AI, was like, oh crap, we assigned, they were supposed to read this, we said they were supposed to read this article on Thursday or something, but we assigned like an AI writing thing for it on Tuesday before they had time to read it. So she went to some program, and I don't know what it was, but she had them turn the article they were supposed to read into a podcast, like an AI podcast, and just had them listen to it in class for 5 minutes. So that was kind of interesting because that's not replacing the writer, it's not replacing the article, it's turning it into a different form. So that's at least kind of creative. And so then we could compare, like, okay, how do you guys think
An
AI,
enemy has been slain.
like, turning this into a podcast, is that good or bad? And that raises some interesting questions, right? If the author doesn't want to make a podcast, but people want to consume the content as a podcast, then the AI's, in some ways, potentially doing a service that otherwise wouldn't be done. So to me, that's a lot more interesting. I still think it was worse than reading the actual article.
An ally has
Oh, wow.
been slain.
Sure.
Fly?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
It's like we had no threat on her, but I'll take it. So that was kind of interesting. And then I had them like kind of critique the podcast and, you know, stuff like that. But that was kind of a cool assignment, thinking about it, looking at it as a podcast. The podcast was less obvious than the writing was, I think. Like, so it was better done. It better emulated a podcast. It better emulated a podcast. Keep running. I gotta block her W. Okay.
How'd I get stunned?
Probably Braum.
Okay.
Yeah, Braum's passive. I think you should get back for most of this. So, like, that, you know, I'm not totally opposed to all AI. Like I said, I think it can be helpful for maybe finding some very early casual sources for research. Just kind of dipping your toe in. But, yeah, full on having it help you write, I'm skeptical of that. Maybe check, like, grammar and stuff, but even then, it's like... Because it's like making style suggestions to them, like, oh, this is too wordy, or this is a tangent or something, and it's like, but for the kind of essay they were writing, it was like a more personalized kind of story, then it was fine. Like, that writing style was fine. So, like, getting it to help you write, like, a business email or something is probably good, but... Here, run. I'm gonna get stunned if I hit again. Alright. Oh, she's out of mana, but...
I'm gonna show people some of the strange.
I don't have my shield back for 7 seconds. 4 seconds. It agrees with you. Well, that's a good point, too. They did have a thing where they wanted the AI to, like, give them feedback, like, basically replace a peer review. I'm like...
Oh, he blocked it.
Yeah. But, like you said, that's a thing that some of the students and some of the instructors complained about, too. I don't have anything. I'm dead. Just run. Should have been a little suspicious. They were staying so low that jungle was probably coming. Exactly. Yeah, I still did the normal peer review, but they were like encouraging us to like, oh, just. They like put some prompt in the AI. They're like, just talk to the AI. It'll have a conversation with you based on your input. It'll change what it says. I'm really surprised Kane decided to go for Dragon instead of get a double kill there. And then get the Dragon. But...
Humans talk about their treaties. We talk about their lies.
You actually get her, or am I just wasting time? Where'd she... Just wasting time.
I will walk in.
But yeah, and it was just like, again, it just doesn't understand the context. It doesn't understand assignments super well. It doesn't understand audiences very well. How to adjust what you're saying based on audience. Other than like super loose stuff. Like, pretend you're writing at a high school level for, I don't know, a business presentation or something. Like, it understands very, very broad things, but that's not great writing. I mean, a lot of the greatness of writing and communication is in the details. And the details are only great in very specific situations. Obviously, like, what's a good business email is not going to be a good, like, personal story, or whatever other genre.
Name one genius that ain't
It's going to be a good presentation to a group of professionals at a very specific conference themed around a specific thing is not going to be as good, in a conference themed around something else.
burn this place down.
She's probably almost 6, so we gotta be careful.
So I can burn it again.
Here comes volley again. Just run. It'll waste time. Yeah, come on, dude.
Without wild magic, we have no children. We have no future.
You want to try to dive? I got ult. You want to dive me?
Within my reach.
I just love that about Rakan.
Universe love.
Waste people's time so easily.
An ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
See me. They will see my dance.
Yeah, I don't know. So that they did, but like, so some AI I think is good, but it's been like just I've been trimming it, but there's been like just a lot. Like they really want us doing something almost every day, to the point where there was another instructor that was like, I feel like this is kind of like an AI topical course at this point, rather than a composition class that just uses AI, and it's like.
It don't take a lot of words to tell the truth.
Speaking of which, I told one class, and the students hate it too. Most of them don't hate all of it, but just feel like it's too much. Again, like some of that stuff is interesting, but even the amount that I'm trimming, where I'm talking about it like once a week or something,
If it don't get out of control,
it's still too much.
It ain't a party.
If it was more creative stuff, because so much of it is just like, talk to this AI about your paper. Just kind of like trying to replace things that humans do. Like, replace your peer review.
An ally has been slain.
You know, replace your research, replace this, that. If it was doing something, again, that's like interesting or unique, that would be difficult for people to do or replicate. Like the podcast thing was kind of cool. I think students might be able to get on board with that. I don't even think they like the podcast that much. That was just something that I at least thought was kind of interesting. A lot of them are very ethically opposed to it too, because of like it's apparently really bad for the environment. So I've had several students kind of complain about that. They, you know, felt dirty using it. I just think the whole initiative and why they're like trying to ram this in people's heads are just like because they suspected such rampant cheating using ChatGPT
I'm G to the D. Golden.
that they're just like, I don't know, really embracing it. Like, well, if they're cheating anyways, you might as well just get them to use it all the time. It's like, I don't think most of them are. Well, it consumes a lot of energy, I think, to create the data, supposedly. I mean, I don't know if it's... I can't jump on anybody. I guess Shin's saving his ult for next game. Well, he's got too many stuns.
An enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain.
Fucking serious? He has teleport too! Like, what?
Get it started.
Are you... I cannot believe it. That fight was going on for like 10 seconds. He really can't just back up to his tower, press R on somebody, and then just teleport back to lane after the fight's over. Alawi has no stuns. She can't stop him.
An ally has been slain.
He was at like 50% HP. Like, that's enough.
An enemy has been slain.
I'm gonna live forever.
he have... He doesn't have mercs. No, he just missed the stun. Yeah, it was crazy. I don't know. I even pinged it that I was going to go in the pit. I guess I should have probably peeled. Instead of going in and going for those 3, maybe I'm just supposed to hang back. Try to peel Volibear. Oh my god, dude. Veigar's literally missing everything. Someone's got to get mid. I've got ult in 2 seconds. She's just going to arrow me in the face if I just run at her, though. Yeah, what are we doing? Are we just... I don't know if we can dive Braum. Braum's just going to... Okay, he used his thing. Melted. There's Shen. Right on time, baby. Let's go. Alright. At least he did come down. Better late than never. That time. Maybe I should have put the ward on me, so maybe he accidentally clicks on the ward instead of me for the last auto. I don't think about doing that enough, but...
Your turret has been
Probably could save me occasionally if I have extra wards.
I need my love to
If they're just like spam right-clicking me.
world to be scary. I don't know.
Hey, what's up, Jose? Yeah, good to see you too.
I feel
I'm gonna try to see if I can get on more often. It's just, this has been kind of a crazy semester. I was talking about it, and it's just like... I also have 2 preps, and I'm trying to do a class I've never taught before, a speech class. I mean, I've taught speeches, just not a whole class themed around that, so... At a new university that's got some pretty strict, like... stuff they want me to do. It's very different from what I've... Well, not like super different, but just like their approach is a little different. But... I get to teach a medieval class next semester, which is going to be pretty cool. I think. I mean, that's going to require a lot of extra prep. That's not even my, like, major, like, area. So I'm going to have to go back and reread. Now, I guess, like, half the class is probably Renaissance. It's medieval and Renaissance. So once we get to Renaissance, I'm a little bit more comfortable with that. I've had several Shakespeare classes, and... had to do some research on other stuff. That's a little bit more my zone, but medieval... Shit, I fucked that up. Just keep running.
Bring it on!
Your turret has been destroyed.
Keep running. Yay, Rakan. So he can peel at the same time that he's running. I mean, I guess like a Karma or a Lulu could have sped people up. But if I sped Jhin up, I would have gotten caught. I would have died if I was those champs. Karma with an ultimate shield, maybe. But like, most other situations, one of us is dying there. God, I wish Aurelia's wasn't like total garbage. Anyone else? No. Where's... Okay, Veigar's top. Where's Shen? Shen's middle. Alright. Who you got in the finals tonight? Jinji or Jinji? I mean, HLE is good, though. Jinji just feels like they're on another level. I don't know how they haven't won yet. I guess SKT just peaks at Worlds. Jinji, I think, has been one of the best. He's about to fall asleep and just fall off the couch.
Didn't SKT just lose to them?
SKT lost to somebody. Yeah, I think SKT's actually 4th place. Yeah, they lost to Gen G before. They lose to them all the time in the regular season. Gen G weren't they like 20-0 at some point in the regular season? It was something crazy. Ha! She literally just fell off the couch onto some blankets. That's silly, isn't it, bro? Okay.
Long ago, our kind danced upon the mountains like flames.
An enemy has been slain.
Hey, Kane's starting to get pretty bad. So that's good.
Double kill.
Yeah, HLE's been kind of peaking too. They're pretty good. But didn't they SKT they had what's his name though, right? That top laner that's really good. Because he just left this season. For did HLE get him?
Has destroyed a turret.
I think they underestimate my charm. How is that even possible?
Your team has destroyed a
100T lost to Brazil. Yeah, that's kind of embarrassing.
A summoner has disconnected.
I've been kicked around. It's alright. It's okay. I'm staying alive.
I mean, this year has been good for like game design, but for tournament management, it's been horrible. Right? Like you know, after a little balancing early on, I like the Atacon stuff. I think it's pretty cool. The games, it feels like there's almost always something going on as far as like objectives coming up. I like the timers on stuff. I think that's a good idea. And then Fearless Draft is like their best invention for professional play, maybe ever. As far as adding like lots of fun to the watchability, the tactical diversity, just everything about it is just such a massive win. So I think that's been amazing. I think, you know, League is probably still growing or doing extremely well in China and Korea. Obviously, you know, professionally probably slowing down a little bit in NA. I still think the viewership, as far as like Twitch streams and stuff, is still really high. It's probably the, what, like the second maybe biggest game behind Grand Theft Auto 5. It's up there. It's still like top 3. And that's even with big players like Tyler 1 really not playing League very much anymore.
I'm just trying to live the moment.
So I think it's been overall a pretty good year for League. I think a lot of video games are struggling right now. It's just like the industry just slowed down a bit ever since kind of the COVID rubber banding.
Has reconnected.
More people are just, I guess, playing like single player games, or I don't know. I don't know what they're doing. Maybe they're just actually going out doing stuff. Fuck, they really just snuck that shit. Our jungler's that fed. That's ridiculous. Somebody dead? How the fuck did they get that with no consequence? Huge fail macro. Guess they just had all the lanes pushed and just some really bad back timings. I'm gonna have to face check this. It's not gonna be good. Man, how long was I CC'd? It's like 50 years. Where does it say how long I was CC'd? 5 seconds. Guess I should have gotten mercs. Oh yeah, I don't even have fucking boots. I forgot I don't get free boots anymore. Yeah, I should have bought boots a while ago. Just sitting here chat.
totally forgot why I'm here.
Oh shit, now they're on third drag. It feels like we've been just stomping them all game, except for the last like fight or two. But
I need a black
you need what?
What is it?
Man,
Okay, well we can't deal with that right now. We'll have to do it in the morning. Okay, just lay down and try to relax, honey. Been up way too long.
there's wildness in the bees and the flowers.
Alright, we gotta
It's just a fury humans don't see.
have to focus up here. I think they caught me mid W, and I was like trying to W onto the Ash, but I definitely should have had Mercs. If I had Mercs, 100% would win that fight. Or if I dodged the Ash arrow.
Magic.
But they like blew a lot of shit on me. We just couldn't
Love is supposed
clean
to
it up, and I just couldn't get to the Ash.
Ecstasy.
I had a Lowy on me and Vigar.
Yeah.
Your turret has been destroyed.
It's kind of a bad position. Somehow they got Atacon, and then they got position on us for Dragon.
I can't wait to see
Is he ghosting? Why is he moving so fast? He's just got that blue thing. The jungle thing. Yeah, can we get Baron? They're all like hurt. No, do this. Why is he rotating mid?
They will remember.
Yeah, careful on that. They're gonna see it now. We can zone them. Okay, yeah, I've always bought him.
What humans call magic, we call life.
Alright, we just got pressure lanes, I guess. One's top.
I hear music.
What Vagar and Kane are doing. I mean, I guess
I can't so fine I kill.
that's fine. Yeah, Kane should be pressuring bottom, I think, and then flank his way over. Kane's flanking.
The face of your
Okay. I'm gonna keep pressure here. Hopefully Kane will like actually go in a lane while we have Baron instead of getting wolf.
Cause I died. Burn them.
Alright, yeah, we need to go get this. We can't let them get sold.
do say it.
Has destroyed a turret.
Wow, they're coming for this? I don't have... Okay, volley's right there. Alright, we're good.
Might stop being sad and be all content.
Can't believe they came out for that. Like, what the fuck?
You gotta keep up, baby. I miss Zaya.
Oh, Riot fighting game. Man, I wish I could just play more games. I need to just... I don't know. Definitely play League and Total War a bit more, but... Just so much shit. I gotta get the kids doing more chores, what I gotta do. Get them out mowing the yard, doing the dishes. Got Baron in a minute 30. What else can we get? Potions, TPN over there.
Gonna try and test me?
Okay. He is really squishy. He's got a thorn mail now, I guess, but...
Woo! I am so
Oh, okay, volley's trolling. Whoa, what?
An enemy has been slain.
It's magic.
Has been slain.
Look over.
An enemy has been slain.
All they got.
Oh, get Paul, noob.
Your team has destroyed an inhibitor.
Recon champ's pretty good.
Your team has destroyed a turret. Your team has destroyed a turret.
Killing blooms into artwork.
Victory!
I saw some drama with like LS where he was like talking crap about some European player. Was it Poby? And then Poby actually did really well, and his team like beat this other team. And of course LS is like, oh, that other team sucks. KC or whatever has clearly been in the dump. I don't know why they're celebrating. Congrats on beating a trash team. It's like, dude, shut the hell up. And he was like talking trash. So this guy's like a master tier player. I beat him in solo queue. It's like, well, he's on the stage playing right now, and you're not, LS. So I don't know, man. It's just like so clear. He's just like hating on that kid for some reason. It's like, dude, I think he was bragging about beating him in solo queue, and it was like 3 years ago, and the dude was like 15 or something. It's like, come on, man.
GG's, bro.
Yeah, GG's. If you're around tomorrow, we can get some more.
Sounds good. I'll hit you up.
All right, man. Have a good one. See ya.
You too. See you.
But it's like, come on, man. Just either don't say anything or just admit, like, he probably had a good series. I haven't watched it, but it's just like, I don't know. It's just so cringe. It's just like, and I don't know the history or like if this guy, like what their history is, but it just seems so petty and stupid. It's like, dude, I don't know. But anyways, I've always had very different takes than what LS has about a lot of stuff. I haven't followed his stuff recently. I mean, I don't have any personal beef with him. I think that he just likes to point out just a lot of crazy shit and try to like hype it up. Like, oh my god, Soraka Jungle is OP, watch out. You know? But he's entertaining. People like it. I guess people like drama. Whatever. As for some reason that popped up on my Twitter. It's just like, I barely use any social media because it's like Twitter. I have Twitter so I can announce when I'm streaming for like the 1 or 2 people that'll see it. But it's just always some beef or drama on Twitter. It's like the only stuff that I get, hardly ever. And then I don't even log into Facebook anymore because it's just like all sad shit. It's like all it is. It's sad shit and like birthdays. And that's it. Otherwise, it's people just like, oh, I'm on my 3rd divorce, or my dad died, or I hate my job, or something politics, blah, blah, blah. I'm just like, it's like almost everything is negative. It gets projected on like Twitter and Facebook and everything else. That's why I just like never use social media hardly. I'm like, look, I'm trying to feel good, man. I know there's sad shit going on in the world, and I'm engaged. I watch the news, you know, to some extent, a little bit, but like, I just don't need it, you know, 24/7. I don't know. For the most part, I like entertaining stuff. At least it's entertaining or interesting, like adding interesting new information. Or if it's just going to be something mindless, I want it to be funny instead of like angry or sad. Not engaged. Instagram, I'm not on there too much, but my Instagram feed is actually okay. It's mostly like funny memes and stuff like that. So Instagram is probably the least, or like the most entertaining one with the very small amount of time that I'm on there. But I still feel like it's a waste of time. I'll just look up and I'll be like, oh, 20 minutes passed. And I've been looking at stupid memes, which is okay sometimes, but rage baiting. There are some good things. I'm sure there's good stuff that happens on Facebook, but again, it amplifies and recommends all the stories, and it's probably what people are engaging with the most, that are just like, again, these like kind of like sad or angry type of stories. But anyways, and you know, again, some of that in like moderation is okay. I just don't want like, it just feels like it's just everywhere. Only good thing about Facebook is Marketplace. I mean, it is interesting to like manually look up if I just want to see, oh, I remember this person from high school. I wonder what they're into these days. And just occasionally just look them up and say, oh, you know, good for them. They went on this cool trip somewhere, or their kids just did this cool thing or whatever. Like, sometimes it's cool for just kind of like, you know, just randomly remember people and just look them up and see how they're doing or whatever. But yeah, it's just like every now and then. Yeah, exactly. You gotta. That's why I don't know. It's tough on my feed. If I do something that's not like on brand, I always have to put it in like incognito mode, and I still think that it goes through that onto my main feed. When it's like, I want to look up something that is, you know, politically different, or even just something that's different. I do that a lot with music, where it's like, okay, maybe I'm working out and I want to listen to, you know, some metal or some rap or something. Like, I don't listen to that much metal, I guess, but, you know, one of my friends recommended like Tool, this like, I don't know if they're still making music, it's kind of this early 2000s band. And one album like Lateralis, which is actually like pretty good. I don't usually, you know, listen to a lot of that kind of stuff, but that's actually pretty good. And then one of my students was like talking about Linkin Park, and so I went back and listened to a couple of their old albums while I was working out. But I don't want that kind of stuff to like be all over my feed everywhere. It's like, it's cool in moderation. Like, I'll listen to it when I'm working out or when I'm in a certain mood or whatever, but I don't need it to like constantly give me that type of stuff. Hell yeah, Tool. The Lateralis is actually like, it's pretty good. I don't know how they know about it, but one of my students was writing about This is like a dual enrollment class. This is like high school students who was going to write about that. So he's like 17 or 18. But they had to pick something where they were like debating with a friend or family member, and they had to reflect on why they weren't able to persuade them originally of something and what they could have done differently to make it more likely that they would persuade that person. So they're thinking about their initial strategy, probably when they didn't really have a clear strategy at the time, and they're thinking, okay, knowing now what I know about reputation, emotion, and logic, how could I have blended that better to make a better case? And this guy was trying to convince his friend that the new lead singer of Linkin Park is still pretty good. Like, not as good as the OG guy, but is like still respectable or something like that, versus his friend was, you know, saying that she was trash and only the OG was better and stuff like that. Yeah, some of them, I mean, you'd be surprised. Some of them are really into it. Just like people of our generation were into, you know, music from the 60s or something. They like the Beatles or whatever. There are quite a few students that are like into stuff from the 90s. I've had people write papers about like Nirvana, Linkin Park. I think someone was doing something on like Tupac. So it's not super common, but definitely out of, yeah, Chester was great. I haven't honestly listened to any of their newer stuff. Really, it's just like the first two albums that I've listened to the most. Oh, one other person was talking about, what is that? My wife likes this band. Crap, I forgot what it's called. I think this girl in my class described it as like nerd rock. Weezer. And she was talking about what she was trying to convince her friend that like Weezer was still a really good band, even though most people think they only had a couple of good albums early, and that they're like more diverse than people think, and that it's not just, as she said, a bunch of white guys in their parents' basement with glasses. Shout out to Weezer. So some of them like have some pretty interesting musical taste, and watch that. They're not all just, you know, mindless whatever, Nicki Minaj or whatever else is going on these days. Taylor Swift, Nicki Minaj, I don't even know. Many other, I would say Katy Perry, but she's probably like OG or like old for them at this point. So I don't really know what's going on today, hardly. Sometimes they do recommend bands that are like contemporary, where I'll listen to it and I'll be like, you know, that's okay. I am butter. But yeah, I don't know. The thing about music is like it is kind of like does have a level of emotion to it somehow. And so I feel like for a lot of people, music that's like tied to their like teenage years, whatever those were, like maybe kids, I don't know, maybe like ages like 8 through 18, maybe through college years. I feel like that's where people really get like locked in on a lot of the stuff they like music, TV, movies, all that kind of stuff, when you're in kind of this like heightened emotional state, when you're kind of going through sort of old childhood into adolescence into early adulthood. I feel like that's really it. You get kind of like an emotional connection. Like I'm not like crying or super happy when I hear these songs, but I think somehow it just like reminds me of just kind of like that era, that vibe, and then some specific songs of specific people or specific events that happened. But I feel like it's that way for every generation, just about. Like people just have a kind of fondness, or they're just locked in for stuff from around those years, versus it's just harder for them to like newer stuff because they're just not as like connected to as many people or like to the scene or whatever once they get older. But there is definitely some newer stuff that can be cool. But anyways, I got to get up in the morning. I got to grade a bunch of essays and do a bunch of conferences. But hopefully I can get back on tomorrow. It would have to be a bit earlier. I don't actually have class super early in the morning, but I do have to take the kids in, and then I've got conferences all day. So in a way, I still pretty much have to get up early. Maybe not as early as usual, but still pretty early. But anyways, okay. Well, that's going to be it. Thank y'all very much for tuning in. It's been great being back. I'll try to see, if I can get back on in and be more consistent. Part of it's also, I've been getting Monday, Wednesday, Friday classes, which sucks because I have to, be there and prep 3 days instead of 2 days on Tuesday, Thursday. Which again, it's like, oh, you got to be there 3 days, but it's like I have to do so much like out of class, like these conferences and things like that on top of it, and I don't get paid anything. Basically, I get paid peanuts for it. It's like I was working 5 days a week, but making, $60K plus. I'd be like, all right, chill. That'd be cool. But, anyways, but for this, as far as like what's relevant for the stream, it just makes it harder to stream consistently when I have these preps and I have to get up so early. So driving over to a nearby town, which is further away, prepping and getting ready for all this new stuff I have to teach, and having to teach 3 days a week has just kind of put a damper on stuff. And then the kids are older too. They're just eating more, doing more stuff around the house, getting dishes dirtier. And I'm trying to just go out and do stuff, take them to parks and things like that. So it's just all eating up a bunch of time. But hopefully I can get back in here. Sorry, I think, who is it? Della B said, sorry, I missed your question if you're still here, Della B. How do I feel about the economy this year versus 2024 and 2019? I feel like it's a lot worse. I feel like inflation is just like crazy, especially since COVID. So yeah, I feel like it's quite a bit worse. Okay. Yeah, I mean, in general, it's a lot worse. I mean, the stock market is up quite a bit. So, we do have some money in there, like in retirement accounts and things. So, like, that part of it is okay. But, the biggest part is inflation, I think, for a lot of people. And inflation is up massively. And I don't even think a lot of the inflation from the tariffs has really kicked in, because I think a bunch of companies stockpiled stuff, hoping that the tariffs would get shot down. And I think it's in courts now, and I believe some of them may have been shot down or might get shot down soon. I'll have to look that up. But I mean, fortunately, we bought our house in 2000, so we haven't had to deal with the housing side of it. So we're in a pretty good financial state, but I think for a lot of people, it's been particularly bad, especially for housing. Food is up a ton. And then just random stuff is up. Like the internet is up like 50% or something where I live. Like, I feel like it used to be $80 a month. Now it's like $120 or $130 for the same thing. And then like utilities are up a ton. Just everything's up. Everything's just really expensive. And again, I'm not like in a traditional job market type of situation. Yes, I was kind of laid off, but I don't think that was really economy dependent. I think that was just because that previous university has higher enrollment than they've ever had. It's like the biggest freshman class ever. So I think there was other stuff at play there. More like just a different kind of philosophy, in my opinion, kind of mismanaging some of that from the really high level administration. But it is what it is. I think that's independent of the economy. But for most people, I think it's been a lot harder to find jobs, especially jobs where you can actually afford rent, food, all that. So worse. I think the economy probably hasn't been this bad consistently since, like, you know, like the 2008 to 2010. Like, people aren't losing their jobs at that rate, but at least there was deflation then, so, like, prices were going down. When people didn't have jobs or were having a hard time getting jobs or getting laid off, prices were going down. And so you could actually kind of afford a house. If you didn't have one, that was like a good time to buy in with all these foreclosures and stuff. So, like, there was something good going on. I feel like there's virtually nothing good going on right now. It's like, and there's AI just looming as well, is going to drive a whole bunch of layoffs in a whole lot of industries too. So I feel like tariffs, AI, just like the Doge stuff, just the laying off all these government employees. I feel like that just a lot of these things are boding very poorly. There's a lot of like mergers. The FTC or just all these like regulators, all these different things are getting weakened. So anytime you get a lot of these mergers, they almost always lay a ton of people off because then they control more, like they're just more efficient. So usually it means a bunch of people are getting laid off if there's a big merger, and it means that they can raise prices on people because there's not as much competition. So anytime there's a big merger, pretty much anybody except for that company loses. Not always, but often. One issue with the job market is people want to start out at the max salary. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, maybe people are a lot of people do not want to work entry-level jobs. And a lot of employers don't want to hire entry-level because they're not going to hire, because right now employers can just kind of ask for whatever they want. They want to ask for 20 years of experience for an entry-level job. You'll probably find somebody because the job market's pretty bad. So they can get people that are just like dramatically overqualified for the position. And it's like, why wouldn't they? It's like, okay, you can hire a recent grad that has nothing to, like, except for maybe an internship in college, or you can get somebody that, you know, has 10 years of experience and all this other like training and other crap for the job. It's like, yeah, you're going to go with that person. And especially with kind of, again, just how much people are willing to move for good jobs. It depends on your industry a lot, but with all the online applications and stuff like that, you know, there's just 500 people applying for every job. Yeah, I think you're in Hong Kong, right, Delaby? So obviously you're going to know the China situation a lot more. But yeah, I would say China's bad too. I think everybody's losing with this end of globalization, in my opinion. There's just a lot of nationalism everywhere. Everyone just kind of wants to do their own thing now. And, you know, it's just kind of hostile to trade, hostile to other people, other countries, especially like the U.S. and China, who are like the two biggest players, are just kind of trying to do their own thing. Really, I think it's more the U.S. probably that's doing that. I think China was fine, you know, selling a lot of stuff to the U.S., doing a lot of trade. I think, I don't know. Now, they did limit a lot of, like, how much the U.S. could sell them and other things like that. Like, I obviously don't know a ton about that, but I would say there's a lot of political tensions. There's obviously a lot of, like, military stuff going on, you know, with Russia and Ukraine. You got Israel, Hamas, you had Iran and the U.S., and Israel for a little bit there. So there's just a lot of tensions going on everywhere. There's massive inflation, there's tariffs, there's rising nationalism everywhere, you know, kind of in the U.S., China, Europe, bunch of countries in Europe. So yeah, I think it's going to be a bad decade. I don't see a lot of great stuff going on here too. Yeah, the huge immigration thing, that's another thing. It's terrible because it's like Americans don't want those jobs. Like, no one's like, oh my God, I wish I could go out in a field and just like pick all these berries for 8 hours a day for $5 an hour, right? Or I wish I could, you know, go wash dishes in this restaurant for all this stuff. Like, all these immigrants, Well, I don't want to be too gloomy, but I mean, we're halfway through the decade right now, and it doesn't look great. But, you know, I'm hopeful. I hope that it's good. Like I said, my life's, like, pretty decent, mostly because my wife has a really good job. But, yeah, I mean, we need immigrants here. Or more specifically, just hardworking, you know, Mexican or Central American people that are just willing to do these jobs that Americans don't want to do. Like, there's so many of these kind of, like, just dirty, backbreaking labor jobs. It is so hard to find contractors to do anything now, like just blue-collar jobs, and they just charge you an insane amount. What feels to me like an insane amount. Like, anytime we had to have a plumber come over here and deal with our sump pump, there was like a plumber and his assistant were over here, and they like had to go get some parts to replace the sump pump. They had to get a new sump pump. So I don't know how much that cost. That wasn't cheap, probably. But it was like $3,000, and it was probably like 6 hours of labor. And yes, they did have some parts. Maybe the sump pump cost them $500,000, something like that, to get it. But it's like all these blue collar jobs are going to charge you at least $200 or $300 an hour, and you still can't find people to do it. Now, they don't pocket most of that money. I don't even know where the money goes, honestly. It has to be insurance or something, because, you know, they're charging $200 or $300 an hour, but they're probably making like $25 an hour, the people doing the actual work. So I don't know how that works. Yeah, China, I'm not an expert on that, but I have seen some things where, yeah, the housing market's bad. Like, there's a lot of bad stuff going on in China. I think the U.S. is probably a little bit better off than that for now. But, again, I think especially if you're, like, lower class to middle class, it's not great. Upper class is probably having a fine time. If you got a lot of money in the stock market and you can invest in private equity or something, you're probably loving it. Yeah, I mean, that's a whole conversation, and I do have to go to sleep here in a second, but yes, I agree. It's like, if you want to be tougher on people at the border, okay, but especially for people here, like, you need to give them a chance. Like, I feel like if you are, you know, working or contributing in some way, you're working hard, you're paying taxes, you're staying out of jail for some length of time, I think you should just become a citizen, right? Like you say, like 5 years, whatever it takes. You just come in, you can apply, you can get a temporary thing. You know, if someone really is causing problems, if they are dealing drugs or, you know, part of some major criminal element or something, it's like, okay, then you can deport, right? But it's like, if you're just here and you're hardworking, you're paying taxes, like, we need you here. We need you to work. Americans do not want to work these farm jobs, hospitality, restaurant, blue-collar trade jobs. Like, there's massive shortages in all these things. So, yeah, I think that it's going to be a big problem that we're trying to deport, like, 12 million people. They're also the only people that are really having kids, from just, like, a population perspective. The only reason we're not really bleeding population like so many other countries are because the immigrants will have so many kids, but a lot of times. And again, we just need bodies. Also, like, we need people to take care of old people in nursing homes and stuff like that too. It's funny that it's like the real problem that's looming over the next like 10, 20 years is population decline rather than rise. Because you're going to have just such a massive amount of old people, and you're not going to have enough young people to kind of support the economy or take care of the old people. So people used to think there was going to be too many, like, just people in general, but now I think the trend is there's too few. More jobs than people to fill them. Why can't people find a job? They can find a job, they don't want it. Right? Especially if you've got a college degree, you don't want to go, be like cleaning toilets, janitor for $18 an hour or something, or you don't want to go pick those berries. It's like back-breaking farm labor, for $10 an hour. People don't want that. So somebody's got to do it. Yeah, I've heard there's quite a lot of rebellion. I mean, it's hard to get a good sense of what's actually going on in China because so much of it is like filtered, right? A lot of the information doesn't come out. I just hope that it doesn't get so extreme that Xi Jinping feels like he has to invade Taiwan. Because sometimes if stuff gets really bad, you just kind of have to start a war to unite people. That's kind of been in the playbook for a lot of places. You start a war, it unites people, it could get your economy going, give a bunch of people jobs, making stuff. At least historically, that's how it's been. Making bombs, guns, you know, being soldiers. You just kill off a bunch of people. Potentially, that's a way to deal with some problems. But hopefully it doesn't come to that. I know, it's just people are not going to do that, especially Gen Z. Like, they do not want to do these, like, dirty-ass jobs. Like, they're pissed off if they have to work at Starbucks and someone, you know, orders a no-frap latte or, you know, something like that. I don't know. Like, I'm being too generic, but I feel like, I don't know. I guess it's a stereotype. I feel like Gen Z is kind of soft. I mean, millennials are pretty soft too. We're all soft, honestly, compared to like people from the 40s, 50s, 60s. Definitely World War II era people, but I don't know. I mean, I don't want to do it. I don't want to, you know, I don't want to go like be a janitor or something. I mean, I could, like, it would probably be fine, but like, I mean, it's not like I would be thrilled about doing that. Or going to like work on a farm or, you know, landscaping or whatever. So it's not like I'm hard, but I don't know. Hopefully, I mean, again, that's why we need a bunch of immigrants. I think that the trades are getting a bit more emphasis and a little bit more respect. It's just, it's hard because there's such this like social stigma too, right? If you're a young man, I think it's really hard for young men, especially, because you already can't afford anything, and now you're like not getting a lot of respect from young women. Because before, you know, you could just go work at your local factory or something, or just be like a shoe salesman. I mean, look at, like, I mentioned this the other day, Married with Children, right? Like Al Bundy is kind of your average Joe dude that sells shoes at the mall and supports his family. He's got a car, he's got a house, he's got a wife and 2 kids. None of them contribute any money, but yet somehow he pays for all this. Yeah, exactly. But I feel like, yeah, so it's just so hard for young men because it's like, you kind of feel like you almost have to go to college to get any kind of level of respect and to get access to some of these higher paying jobs in order to get dates, because a lot of the girls won't date men. They're going to date dudes in their 30s, like you said, that have 6-figure jobs. So the guys, like, can't get girls. If you're an average Joe, you can't really pay for rent or anything. You can't really pay for college anymore unless you got scholarships, which probably not happening for most people. And so what the hell are you supposed to do? But I think, like, the trades are, like, kind of okay because there's such a huge demand for those. But it's like, yeah, you can be a plumber. Yeah, you could be, you know, an electrician or something. And you might be, you know, so pretty good money, like $50K. But again, a lot of people, it's just going to be unreasonable to, like, get women and to buy a house and stuff like that. It's still tough. But I think it is shifting a little bit where people is becoming increasingly more socially acceptable to do the trades and just not go to college. Because now you can say, oh, it's too expensive or whatever. It's not just that I'm, like, too dumb to go to college, but it's like I'm making a calculated choice to be a HVAC guy. I feel like with millennials, there's like a massive push to go to college. Now, it might have just been the high school I went to and the people I hung out with, but it's like if you weren't going to college, people would be like, oh, okay. You know, like, it was, you know, there were definitely people who would look down on you for that. I never did, and other people didn't either. And some of my best friends didn't go to college, but, you know, it's just tough out there. Yeah, I think so too. I mean, it's just some people just don't like just sitting in a classroom and reading books or doing math or whatever. High school graduates don't go to college because even after college graduation, they still can't find a job or get a job. Yeah. Yeah, you just save the money. I mean, that's how a lot of people are. Like, honestly, if you're just going to go to college and fail out, you definitely shouldn't go. But if you're just getting a generic humanities degree and you're just working in an office or something. Like, I know a lot of people with graduate degrees. I was kind of laughing about this. People with, like, PhDs where, you know, one person was like, hey, finally found a good use for my PhD, and they're, like, hanging it on a forklift in their in the warehouse they were working in. So presumably they're either a forklift driver in that warehouse or they're like a warehouse manager. I think you might have to have a college degree to be a warehouse manager, because that's what Jason does, and he has a degree. But yeah, I don't know. And then someone else was like, I think a manager at a Lowe's or something. You certainly don't need a PhD for those things, though. And like another person that I know was like some kind of farmer or something, organic farmer in California with his PhD. And you know, there's definitely a lot of overeducation at the like graduate level for sure, but even at undergrad, like there's quite a bit. I mean, it's hard to even get most jobs with just an undergrad degree. You can kind of do it, but like anything specialized, it feels like you need a master's plus, right? Like most engineering jobs are kind of moving towards master's plus, education's master's plus, nursing master's plus, obviously lawyer, doctor, pharmacist. You know, an undergrad will like get you in a sales job or, you know, like a basic office job, but it's like accounting requires master's plus. Yeah, I can't, because they can. It's like it's just one more level of differentiation. When most of those jobs, you probably don't need that level of education. Some of them you do, but a lot of them, just on-the-job experience and training would be fine. But it's like they can require it, so why not? But anyways, okay, I got to get out of here. I got to get up in the morning. Got to grade some stuff. But really cool chatting with you guys. Dellaby, John, Butter, everybody else that came out. So thanks for coming out. Sorry I've been inconsistent lately, but I will try to come out, like I said, more often. At least see if I can make it maybe 5 nights a week. Because I really do enjoy coming out, hanging out with you guys. Obviously, it's a super small channel these days. So I mostly just come out just to play some games with Jason, have some cool conversations with you guys. But back to WWE, that's right. But anyways, all right, well, hopefully I'll catch you guys tomorrow, and have a good one. I'll see you then.